Good afternoon, everyone. It's March 26th, and before I get started, one second. Just want to give a shout out to the Huskies. It's college basketball this week. It's also opening day to baseball, which is awesome. It's a beautiful day today. It's actually in the 60s, and just a few days ago on Monday, we were down into the 30s, so this is actually a really nice day. And the next couple of days is actually going to cool back down into the 40s though. So let's get into the garden update. When I get started, I'm going to put the peanuts out for the blue jays. Coming over here to the daffodils. These ones are good. Coming over here to these ones. And I can see that these ones are starting to come up too. And then if you come over here, I got my first flowers blooming. Crocus is right there. So those are the first flowers of the season. On over here. You can see this. This is all the mugwort. So the mugwort's starting to pop up. And all the daffodils over here. Yeah, daffodils. Coming all the way back here. And then I have purple iris, the daylily, right there. This iris over here is doing pretty good. It also has a daylily with it. And over here, the tulips are looking pretty good. So that's all looking pretty good. Ooh, look at that. I got one down there too. So coming over here to these daylilies. They're looking really good. The tulips right there. The violets, they're starting to pop up over here. Oh, the violets, that's the rhizomes, the violets. That daylily's doing pretty good. The tulips over here. And then the columbine plant right here. And here's all the little cardinal shoots. I did move the iris. I'll actually pop that video in now. So what I'm doing with my iris, I'm trying to dig up and split half of it, and I'm gonna leave half here and move the other half to that side. So what I've been doing is I'm just been digging around the iris and going down a little bit, and I'm just gonna use the shovel to kind of pry it up, and then I'm gonna try to split it in half, kind of like right around here where these rhizomes are meeting. And I'm just gonna try to take this bunch off of it. So I got it up enough just to be able to move it. And now I'm gonna try to split it off of it. So I managed to get a pretty good chunk of it off. Pretty good chunk. This is what's left. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this chunk right here and I'm gonna add it to this pile over here, so it'll look more like that and they can be more even. So this is the next day, what it looks like. And so far it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like there's any major damage to it. I'll come back in a few days and take another look at it, but that's what it looks like right now. And then compare it to the other side, to that side. So hopefully that side will fill in more as the year goes in. But yep, this is looking pretty good. After you can see the tulips there, the cardinal plant. There's daylilies right there. Let's pluck this out, that little weed. There's some tulips right there, and these hyacinths are actually coming in with some color too. These daylilies are looking pretty good. And then there's tulips behind it. More tulips right there. And over here, these tulips are looking pretty good. Coming in pretty good. This iris is looking really good. I'm coming over here to the yellow rose. This yellow rose is a little bit older, so I did not cover it. I left it uncovered this year. But you can see down here, it's actually starting to get some green in it. Get the green back in it. So once it starts filling up with color, this will start budding up again. Well, yep, that one's starting to get some color. And the hyacinths down there, pretty good. Coming over here to the pink rose. Now this one I did cover, and you can see like the colors a lot stronger on it, I guess you could say. So this one's actually already starting to grow shoots on it. So the pink rose is looking pretty good. Coming over here into these hyacinths. Looks like maybe something might have nibbled on it right there. But yep, let's go check on those backyard gardens. So coming back here to the grapes in the greenhouse. The grapes haven't really started growing yet. But I was just checking on the greenhouse, and I don't know if you could see the temperature in there. But it says it's about 75. So maybe this week I might start moving some of my plants in here. I'm going to check the weather or the temperatures in the morning time. And if they're still warm enough, I'm going to move some of my plants in here this week. So I'm going to take the time to build this trellis, and I was just looking into the box, and this is what it came with. All these little clips right here, but this is it. This is, I guess, the instructions for it. So I guess let me try to figure it all out and put it all together like that, and I guess let's see what I can build. So I made all the hooks here. All you did was you just connect all these together and make I believe 8 of them, and then you connect the rods together in just straight lines for 5 of them, and then I believe you use these connectors to just connect these 2 together so they're like this, and then these will go across. I'm just wondering why it comes with extra tubes here. This is just twist ties, and I guess for your plants later on. But these clips are gonna hold these going across. So yep, that's trellis netting too. So I'll come back when I have it all set up. So I stood it up and I put it in the ground. This isn't the final place. I'm just building it right now, and I'll move it to where I want it to be. But this is pretty much how it looks. There isn't really much to go on the instructions here, but I'm trying to figure out how these clips go in. And once I figure out how to get these clips on the right way, I'll show you the next steps. So I actually moved it to the garden beds here where I'm actually gonna have it, because I figure if I'm just gonna build it, I'll finish it right here. But yeah, this is pretty much where it's gonna be. It actually looks pretty good. It lines up in the back. The grape will go up and over it. Got the blueberries on both sides, and I'll show you once I get it completed. So these clips are a real pain to figure out how they work. So what you do is you just basically put it like this, and you take one end and you just reach it behind it, and you set it in place like that, and then you'll take this end and you'll do the same thing, and it clips in place, and then you just reach one end of these over afterwards. So they kind of sit like this. I'll kind of show you in a second. So you just take one end, flip it around, and then take this end and flip it. So once you have this side flipped over like that, it's going to be like that, and then you can just take this end and wrap it around that side. So now it looks like this, and then you're just going to take this end, and then you're going to just snap it on there like that, and then you'll just pull it up like that. So here we are a day later, and this is what the trellis looks like. I put the netting on it, so the netting's kind of loose. But yeah, it looks alright. It looks pretty good. It seems pretty sturdy. Yeah, and I'll see how this holds up. I already have the grape hooked into it. There's one blueberry right there, and then the other blueberry is right there. And once the weather kind of warms up a little bit, I'm gonna put the pumpkin over there and the watermelon over there. So here are my seedlings. These are the sunflower seedlings. They're looking pretty good. I did start a new batch of seedlings in here. It's just various things like cosmos and some little things, a couple more sunflowers. Here are my morning glories. They're starting to grab onto stuff, so I had to move some around. The rose is doing pretty good. It's actually developing new flowers on it. And then here are the rest of them. I got the petunias all right here. That's the watermelon, the scarlet sages, and over here are the marigolds. And today's duck of the day is the sports duck. Have a good day, everybody, and thanks for watching.